So the nadis, they connect us to the nervous system. We need to absorb the prana energy. We are all connected. When I go into a room, I'm connected through my nadis, to these small thin layers, like strings. We're all connected. When someone doesn't feel good or say something bad or has a bad mood, a bad day, he comes into the room and the whole room can feel the energy because we are connected through these nadis. And we absorb prana to the air, to water, to fire, to the sun, to the earth, and from within. So when the nadis are blocked, prana can't flow. Hello my friends and dear listeners, my name is Advaita, I'm your host today. And in this episode I would like to combine and talk about a very important topic to me, the ancient yoga science combined with the modern neuroscience, to understand how does meditation really work, how does our breath function, what is real mindset, and how to enter into flow and abundance. Because yoga is not just about postures and asanas and standing still and gymnastic and for the body. The yoga is in so much deeper level to really understand on a soul level who we truly are. First of all, yoga will help us the path of the body, the asanas, to come more into the present, to feel the body. But then we go much deeper and we understand, hey, actually, I'm not the body. Maybe we identify with the mind, more with the subtle body, understanding, hey, I actually have a body, and maybe I think I'm the mind, the thoughts. But when you practice deeper, you understand you're not even your thoughts. You're not the monkey mind. You're not the voice inside. That you actually, the awareness, the consciousness, the witness, being inside, having a body, a physical body, having a mind, because I say my body, right? My thoughts, my feelings, my emotions. That means the I, the me, is something else, is someone else. Like we say, I have a soul and I'm the body. But sometimes we say, even I'm not the body and I have a soul, but that's also not correct. The right understanding is I am the soul and I have a body and I have a brain, I have a mind, I have intelligence, I have an ego. My body consists from elements, water, fire, air, ether. Then more subtle intelligence, mind, false ego. But who is the I behind? I will explain everything that you have a deeper understanding of who you are and how the mind works, how the breath works. But at the end of this episode, I would like to give you a practical demonstration how to use neuroscience, how to use your breath, your awareness, and your mindset, your senses, to enter into a deep state of the present moment, leaving the past and the future behind. Enter into the flow and even beyond in just 5 minutes. Then we close our eyes and we go deeply into abundance. There's now this Joe Dispenza talking about these techniques. You sit down, you bring the energy, the prana flow, cerebral spinal fluid all the way up into the spine, along the chakras, the Sushumna Nadi, going to your pineal gland, and activate and focus and meditate, visualize. And then you feel, go into gratitude, go into abundance. And it takes some time to go there. It's, of course, you can always feel good and feel grateful and abundant. But with meditation and breathwork, it's a very simple and easy tool to go there much deeper and much faster. And I discovered a technique where you can enter these states in just a moment. If you practice it on a daily basis in a week or two, it takes you 1-2 minutes to enter fully into the present moment. Actually, if you're really good and advanced, deep state of concentrations, according to yoga science, just takes 12 seconds. If you focus for 12 seconds continuously, you enter into deep concentration, and from there it's very simple and easy to visualize, to meditate, and to go even deeper. Go beyond, That's the topic here, to go beyond. And what really helped me to go beyond my limiting beliefs, to go beyond my bodily discomfort, my digestion problems, my being obese, and all this stuff, the breath, because breath is life. We know we can fast, now it's fasting period, 40 days, 30 days without food is possible, without dying. I mean, there's even some people who just live from air, yeah, from prana energy. There's some documentaries about how to live from light, and of course we can't do it in our environment, sitting in front of the computer and all these disturbances. But if you live out in nature in the forest, you don't need to eat so much. There's many occasions, many people who just live from roots and berries and fruits and from water. Yeah. But let's say you don't eat anything 30 days, 40 days. Yeah. How long can you survive without water? 3 days, maximum 4 days, and then you die. But how long can you survive without air, breath? Yeah, maybe 2 minutes till the brain shuts down. Maybe there's some practiced swimmer, yeah, deep divers who can hold the breath for, I hear, about 20 minutes. That's quite something. My record was 4 minutes. I did the Wim Hof breathing and over oxygenate. The exchange between oxygen and carbon dioxide increases, and then you can hold the breath easily for 2, 3, 4 minutes without damaging anything. Yeah, you become fully alkaline, you become fully calm and peaceful. A really great practice. So the breathing nowadays, we think, for example, carbon dioxide, CO2, it's just a waste product. But actually, the CO2 is same important than oxygen. The people make us believe, yeah, we produce too much CO2 and we harm the environment. But CO2 is very important because CO2 helps us to release more oxygen into the blood through the hemoglobin, the protein called hemoglobin. Yeah. So when we have more CO2, the blood gets transfers the oxygen into the cells much better, much more. So when we breathe, for example, fast and shallow, and we always breathe fast and shallow. We drive a car, somebody shouts at us, we breathe fast, we get some bad news. We're always in this constant fight, flight, and freeze response. Yeah? We mouth breathe. Now I'm sick, my nose is blocked, so I breathe mostly doing the mouth, yeah, through the mouth. But it's can be very harmful if you don't breathe properly through the nose. The nose filters. The nose can really breathe slow and calm and not so shallow, not in the chest. Yeah, you breathe in the belly, 80%, 20% in the lungs. Yeah, you breathe in oxygen, and then the lungs transports this oxygen into your bloodstream, into all your cells, into your tissues. Yeah, that's called the Bohr effect. So it's very important that we don't think CO2 is bad. Yeah, CO2, carbon dioxide is very important. And when we hold the breath for a certain amount of time, we increase the CO2 levels, yeah, which helps us to increase the absorption of oxygen. So slow breathing and breath holds are very beneficial to tap deeply into the parasympathetic nervous system. Usually we breathe around 16 times, maybe 20 times in a minute. I breathe. Last time I did a check at the doctor, a health check. I felt like I'm very unhealthy, but I just need some vitamin D3. I was a bit disappointed because I thought some belly related issues. They can tell me now the solution, but actually everything is fine. Just need to eat more healthy, I guess. They told me just D3, yeah. But then I did the lung test, and then this lady told me breathe normally, and you breathe too slow. And I told her that's how I breathe, you know. And then she said, yeah, but you breathe like one breath, like almost 10 seconds. I said, yeah, they did this test, and usually you breathe maybe 3, 4 seconds, yeah. I mean, calculate if you breathe 3 seconds in and out, that would be 20, I think 20 breaths, yes, in a minute. Yeah, 3 times 2 is 6 times, yeah, like about 20 breaths in a minute if you breathe that fast. That's our normal condition, but this is actually a very stressful environment. It's not healthy at all. Yeah, to reduce the breathing to 12, that would be more normal. What I do, I breathe about 6 times in a minute, believe it or not, and you can do the same. You inhale for 4, you exhale for 6. Immediately, if you were breathing now with me, you can feel the calm. You can feel how everything settles down. Imagine you breathe like this during the day all the time. Yeah, I also overbreathe sometimes when I cook, when I'm stressed, when I work. But I remember and I slow down, and doing my work, I stand or I sit and I say, okay, take a few conscious breaths. If you practice this every day for 15 minutes, because your body is like a big muscle, your lungs, like you train with weights, yeah, you build up the muscle. Build up your lungs, build up the breathing muscles, the diaphragm, use your belly, your diaphragm, your chest, yeah, open up and oxygenate properly. And the slower you breathe, the more carbon dioxide you release, the bloodstream, the oxygen flows into the cells, into the tissues. You will have more energy, more focus, more clarity, you will be more calm. I mean, there's so many health benefits to that. And breathing is not just about breathing air, yeah. We call it in Sanskrit prana. Yeah, prana means the life force. And we think usually prana is the air. But it's partially true. You can access prana through the air. But you get also prana from the sun, the sunlight, yeah, the sun rays, or the sun which goes into the food. Yeah, so we absorb prana to the sun. You could even meditate, yeah, about the sun entering into your crown, feel the heat on your skin. You can absorb sunlight without even seeing the sun behind the walls. Just try it out. You don't need to believe me. Yeah, you can feel the sun, and immediately it will lift up your mood. It will energize you. Water, yeah, hydration. We drink water, swimming in water, absorbing water, just sitting in water for half an hour, going into cold water maybe for a few minutes, then your body can really absorb the element of water, the prana energy, the life force you get from water, the earth. Go barefoot, connect with the earth, lean against some trees. Just recently I heard, we always like to hug the trees. One doctor I really relish and appreciate, Dr. Oleg Tursanov, which helped me a lot in my life now, and I will share more about it soon. And he said, don't hug the tree. Yeah, it's like your husband. You're not like the tree is not your husband. Yeah, your husband, your wife, you can hug, but the tree, you should put your back on the tree. I mean, it's still nice to hug a tree and get the energy, but the energy gets absorbed to the spine. Yeah, the chakras align the spine. So you lean against the tree or stay near to the tree with your back to the tree. And he said, you don't turn your back to your wife or your husband, yeah, but you hug them. But the tree is not your husband. The tree is not your wife. So just with the back, stand to the tree, and you can really absorb the energy of the tree, the energy of the earth. We can absorb air energy also just by sitting, yeah, by the gravity. Sit 1 hour without moving. You absorb the prana energy through air. Of course, through breathing, yeah, we breathe in through the nose, and we think the prana flows like this, yeah. First enters in and then comes out. But what really happens when we breathe, the prana emanates from the root chakra all the way up, yeah, and then with the exhalation goes down. And you can follow this breathing. And if you do this, you can go really into a deep layer or level of meditation just by following the natural flow of prana, because prana is also produced by the ether. The ether is the most, I would say, the most subtle, yeah, of the elements. We have first earth, yeah, we have water. Earth is more touch, smell. There's everything inside actually, yeah. Then water, you just have touch. In fire, you have already sound. You have form. You have the light. Then you have the air. Yeah, it becomes more and more subtle. And then you have the ether. Yeah, the ether is outside. The ether is inside. In Sanskrit, we call it akash. Akash field. Maybe you know the Akashic records. People can tap into Akash. Everything is written. Everything is all the information. Everything thought, felt. All the informations. All the inventions. Everything we did in this planet, in this universe. It's all in the Akash field. And some people can access into the Akash and can read from it. Yeah, the quantum field. You can even change the field. Yeah, morphogenetic fields, quantum field, the force. You name it. Yeah. But you and me, every one of us, for example, sometimes I think about something and it happens in my life, or I think about a person, or I think about a movie, and then all of a sudden, after 5 years, exactly on that day I thought about it, the same movie plays in the television. So, because we're all connected, even with electrical devices, yeah, I mentioned television, everything is connected because everything comes from a spiritual reality, but this is still on a more gross level, but more subtle, more thin, yeah, thin. So when we breathe, the chakras, yeah, the nadis, the energy channels, yeah, it's not just air which sustains us, yeah, oxygen. It's not a gross material level, but everything material has something more subtle behind it. If you get cancer, if you get sick, yeah, we think because of the environment and the sun and whatever, the food, the toxins, but it mostly starts from stress related factors, from some disturbances, some traumas. Yeah. The expression is in the outside, comes from something in the outside, but everything starts from within. So, um, topic, yes, the prana and the akash. So, when we breathe, what happens is the prana flows in our system through the nadis. Yeah, nadi means channel. Yeah, we have, for example, nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Yeah, we call nadi shodhana. Shodhana means purification. Yeah, purification of the nadis. My nadis are very blocked. My nose is blocked. I'm congested. I'm sick. Um, I do some practices, so I feel great. I feel energized, but my body needs to adjust. Yeah, there's shrotas, yeah, and the nadis. So the nadis, they connect us, yeah, to the nervous system. Yeah, we need to absorb the prana energy. Yeah, we are all connected. When I go into a room, I'm connected through my nadis, yeah, to these small thin layers, like strings. We're all connected. Yeah, when someone doesn't feel good or say something bad or has a bad mood, a bad day, he comes into the room and the whole room can feel the energy because we are connected through these nadis. And we absorb prana to the air, to water, to fire, to the sun, to the earth, and from within. So when the nadis are blocked, prana can't flow. If we have no movement, yeah, if we never sit still, if we don't fast, like fasting, I mean, for example, we fast 12 hours a day, yeah. If we eat in last meal 9 o'clock in the evening and the first 6 o'clock in the morning, we don't have enough time to digest, yeah, to heal. Yeah, we need time in the evening. So if you stop at 5 or 6 eating, you have 12 hours in between, and that will be already a kind of fasting. There's different fasting. You can fast for 36 hours or 24 hours. You can do dry fast, water fast, juice fast, fruit fast. Yeah, but it's important that we have some kind of fasting in our daily life. Otherwise, we create more toxins. We get more sick because the nadis are blocked. Um, I had recently the best way for breathing exercise, pranayama, is to live from milk and lentils, especially sprouts. This will unblock the nadis. What is kind of weird because I know when I drink too much milk products, yeah, or take too much dairy products, then my nose get congested because of the mucus. But in this case, if you only live from dairy products and sprouts, then it's very beneficial for the flow of prana because the nadis will open more. Don't try it out. I'm not a doctor. I'm just letting you know. Um, yeah. So we have the nadis. We have the main energy channel I mentioned before, Shushumna Nadi, yeah, along the spine, where the prana flows, yeah, the energy of existence, sat, yeah, the sat energy, the drive to live, and you go like this, and oh my life, I'm always sick and I'm getting old and everything is against me and I'm so weak. Yeah, means there's no prana flowing properly in Shushumna. Shushumna starts from the root chakra, and the prana grounded, feeling alive, yeah, the urge to live, to express, to exchange. Yeah. Then we go up to the sacral chakra, creativity, solar plexus, to express, to work, to give, to contribute, and so on. The heart to open, to love, relationship, exchange. Yeah. Then the throat to express through speaking, yeah, to open up for higher realms. The third eye connect to the spiritual identity, yeah, the crown. Anyways, just give you a short introduction. Yeah? Then we have Pingala, Ida Nadi, yeah? Pingala, the sun energy, the male, the masculine energy, the energy of knowledge, yeah, logical, yeah, introspective. and it comes from the right side, yeah, the left side of the brain connected to the right side of the body, Pingala Nadi, yeah. So then we have Ida Nadi, yeah, the moon energy, the feminine, the cooling, creativity, emotions, love, the energy of love. Then we have Sat Chit Ananda, it's the qualities of the soul. Yeah, they're expressed in our body through these nadis. Yeah, Shushumna Sat means eternity, existence, no beginning, no end, no birth, no death. Yeah, just the now, the present moment. Then we have the energy of knowledge, chit, consciousness, awareness. Yeah, the masculine energy on the right side. On the left side, we have the feminine energy, the energy of happiness, and then ananda, yeah, love, sat, chit, ananda. So these nadis, when they are blocked, create all the disturbances in life. For example, I'm sick now, but my left nostril is blocked, congested, means my right is more open. So Pingala Nadi flows, the energy of fire. This will help with digestion, with metabolism. Yeah, gives you energy. If you go for a run or hike or do some work, yeah, you express yourself, you movement, then the right side will be open. If the right side is closed, yeah, the left side is open, it's more rest and digest. Relax, it's good time for sleeping, yeah, for maybe reading, take it easy. In the night, this shifts every 90 minutes, 2 hours, this shifts. For example, at nighttime around 9:30, around 10, the right nostril will open. You can just try it out for yourself. Just see in the evening today, between 9 and 10, which time the nostril will change. And one will be more open. If the right nostril will be more open, then the problem we have is you get the fire energy of digestion. Yeah, you want to do something, so it's difficult to sleep. So if you miss that time, you likely will go to bed a little bit later, and you get hungry again because pitta time, the fire time starts again, and you want to eat. So we should go to bed. The best time is when the left nostril is open. Yeah, rest and digest and relax. Then you will fall asleep easily. You will have restful sleep, nourished sleep. You will not be disturbed. You can come down quick. Yeah, if you go to bed at 6 or 7, the right side is still open. It will be very difficult to fall asleep. It's not the right time. Also for eating, if the left nostril is open, it's not a good time for, okay, I said before, rest and digest. I mean more like, yeah, relax and calm down. But in that case, if the left nostril is open, it's not a good time for eating because you can't digest. Yeah, the metabolism is not functioning properly. So you should only eat when the right nostril is open. And you can change this. Now is my left nostril blocked. I can put a stick or my finger knuckle or the fingers inside and then just push. Or lie down on my left side, then the right nostril will open. You notice when you be in bed, when the right is blocked, yeah? You lie in bed on the left side, then the right will open. So you have a little bit control over it. If you practice breathwork, especially alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, Anulom Vilom, yeah, this kind of most important pranayama, to balance those nadis, then the energy can flow much better. You will be more healthy, more clear, more focused, more calm. You can meditate better, you can eat better, you can digest better, you can sleep better. Your whole life will be better just by 10-15 minutes a day. It's maybe the most underrated pranayama practice because it's so simple that people think, yeah, I don't need it. I want the energizing breathing techniques. But if you only energize, you only activate Pingala Nadi, yeah, the Chit Shakti, the conscious, the strong, the male, the logical aspect, your knowledge. But then you lack the feminine, yeah, the love and the kindness and devotion and beauty and bliss. So it's important to activate both. And when both are fully open and you don't flow like this, you go from the root chakra, yeah, start to the sacral chakra, like the DNA. Or did you ever see in a pharmacy, you see the pole and you have a snake or two snakes around the pole. The pole is Shushumna Nadi, yeah. The snakes, they're not evil, don't worry. It's not the bad snake and Adam and Eve, they ate the apple and then they fall down and the Kundalini energy is symbolized by the snake. And the pharmacy still, till now, uses this symbol. yeah, to show us this is the symbol of healing. I mean, now they're selling all kinds of drugs, but in those times, people knew they can heal themselves. Everything is in us. So we heal, yeah, we open the channels, the prana can flow all the way up to the crown. Shushumna Nadi. Just by having this urge to live, being inspired, enthusiastic, this you can get when you run, for example, when you move, when you walk. You feel so great afterwards. Okay, we say dopamine and everything, but what really happens is Shushumna Nadi opens the energy to live. If you can't move anymore, and then okay, move your arms, move your fingers. If you can't move, move your eyes. If you can't do that, then get a coffin and lie down, and that's it. Yeah, movement is the most important. So Sushumna is open, Pingala, Ida Nadi is balanced. Yeah. Then your life will be so different. You will be full of love, energy, bliss, knowledge, wisdom. You just go enter a room and people will say, hey, wow. They want to be with you because you emanate this energy and nothing can put you down. You can still get sick, yeah. I mean, I'm practicing that and my energies are very open and flowy, but sometimes I'm sick now since 3 weeks. Not sick, but congested and mucousy, but I also do some purification right now and I feel great. I sleep less, I have more energy, I have so much focus and clarity. Yeah, usually I have to pause the video and cut everything. Now I just can talk in one tape because the energy channels are open, yeah. My memory, everything is there. I don't need to overthink anything. I can just talk from my heart and now the mucus will come out and then in a few days I will be better and then I go in a deeper layer and deeper layer. It's all about purification. Yeah, so go to the topic of today. This was just an introduction to the science of breathwork, pranayama. I would like to mention also the science of yoga. We have the process of Ashtanga yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga, starting with yama, niyamas, the do's and the don'ts, rules and regulations, you can say. And for example, beneficial to meditate, to live spiritual is ahimsa, non-violence. What means non-violence? That I give you now knowledge, To keep this knowledge from you would be violence because I know something which can help you. If I don't share it, it would be violence. To kill an animal or to eat an animal, it's violence. It's himsa. So in the path of spiritual life, it's not beneficial. Or celibacy is very powerful. I lived 5 years as a monk. I guess I'm more celibate now. It's not so easy a monk life, but you lose semen in all kinds of ways, and this is not celibacy. Celibacy means really to not lose any semen, not even in night, not even a drop, because you're so fully immersed in spiritual practice that you contain the semen, and the semen moves up. The prana energy, the life force, turns into ojas, and ojas expresses in your aura, in your energy field. That's another topic, but celibacy, if you practice, and one form of celibacy is only to have sex with your wife, with one woman, with one man, or with your husband, to dedicate to one person, get married, and don't spread around like wildfire, this will not be beneficial in your spiritual practice, So regulate, study scriptures, read ancient texts, read the Vedas, read the Bible, connect with God in form of sound vibration, not just some chanting. No, sound vibration, like what I tell you right now. It's positive, it uplifts, it gives you inspiration, enthusiasm, it connects you to divinity. This kind of sound vibration we should hear. Listen to classes, not just about money and cooking, and listen to spiritual topics. That's a form of yogic practices. Non-stealing, that I know what belongs to me, what is given to God, stealing your wife, your car, your money, even thinking about it, I want what you have, No, being satisfied, not being envious and jealous. It's a really powerful part also in the yogic practice. There are many more, there are Ishvara Pranidhana, to worship God, worship the divine, Ishvara, the highest controller, the supreme Lord. worship God, because all these practices without God consciousness at the end will just keep you in this material platform. You will feel better, you will control the world, you think you know everything, and you will just get more and more entangled in materialism. So these are the first stages of yoga. Yeah. Then we only start on the third stage with asanas. Asana means posture, yeah, that you hold a certain posture. I mean, there's the main four asanas: the lotus pose, the diamond pose, butterfly, siddhasana, yeah, that you sit cross-legged, lotus, both legs, yeah, that you sit for a couple of hours to end into deep samadhi, yeah, deep meditation, deep trance. But there are many asanas nowadays you can practice, but these asanas help you that you can sit, yeah, to have a good spine, your back, your hips, everything is open, because all the, for example, traumas, emotions, yeah, if you don't release them, they get stuck in your hips. Yeah, you get hip problems. So we have to release this energy. That's why you feel good after yoga session on a bodily platform. When the body is relaxed and stretchy, the mind will be open because the nadis are open, the energy can flow. Shushumna nadi, yeah, Pingala Ida is moving freely, and Shushumna nadi gets full of prana energy. Yeah, we say kundalini, yeah, it's the first stage of entering into the state of kundalini. And then this energy rises up. Yeah? And we have all kinds of all these blockages because we don't move, we can't sit. Yeah, now I practice every day to sit for 65 minutes. It's a certain ascetic practice. One layer is 13 minutes. If you sit for 5 layers, you can cleanse 65. If you sit for 65 minutes, you cleanse 5 of these layers. And all of a sudden, you sit, but you release stress. You're more energized. You're more happy. You're more blissful, because we hold on to all this tension. Yeah. For example, we go running all the time. We're lifting weights, but we can't sit. And we will get sick, we will get disturbed, we're still stressed and angry, even though if we work out, because we need to absorb this energy, this heat, with the energy of water by sitting or going into the ocean, go to the sauna, connect with water energy. So important, with air, go out in nature. There's so many ways to really go deep, to open up, and to use your body, yeah, to go deeply into spiritual path. God, I almost lost my chain of thoughts. We were at Ashtanga Yoga. Yeah. So back to asanas. Then the fourth limb is Pranayama. Prana, we spoke, the life force. Yeah. Yama, to control. Ayama, to expand, to extend. So Pranayama means to expand the life force, to control the life energy. When you control the breath, you can control the mind. The mind can be the best friend, the worst enemy. If you control the breath, you control the mind. The mind will be your friend. I promise you, if you learn to control your breathing, your life will be successful on so many levels. Yeah, financially, spiritually, relationships, everything is connected to your breathing. Yeah. If I shock you now and you get scared, you breathe shallow, you breathe into your chest, your mind will be disturbed. At your gunpoint, hold your gunpoint. Yeah, your mind will be disturbed. If you, on the other side, if you breathe slow, your mind comes down. And even in midst of a burning forest fire, yeah, your boss just kicks you out of the company. Your wife leaves you, yeah, steals all your money. If you learn to control your breath, nothing can disturb you. You will be in control. So pranayama, we control the life air, yeah, in order to bring, because everything is this prana energy. We're all connected in the field, in the force, yeah, like Star Wars. They lift objects with their mind, yeah, because the mind is the same prana. This microphone is the same prana. My apple I eat in the morning is the same prana like my lunch. Yeah, it's just a different shape, but it's all pranic energy from different elements. So when we learn to control this prana energy, yeah, then we all already realize, hey, I'm actually not the prana, I'm not my body, I'm not the microphone, I'm not the camera, I'm not you. Yeah, I'm behind, I'm the one who observes. Yeah, the voice inside, if I tell you now you have a voice inside your head talking, you will say, hey, what is he talking about? There's no voice inside my head. And I tell you, this is exactly the voice I'm talking about. Yeah, your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, they not always coming from your soul. Yeah, sometimes they mostly coming from our subconscious mind, from impressions we accumulated over time. We experience something bad or positive, and it's like a computer, and we have it on our hard drive, and then we can go back to these memories, and we know, okay, I like this, I don't like this. Yeah, I like this kind of girls, this like of boys, whatever. You have a certain kind of taste in food, countries. Some people like the sun, some people like the rain. They're all past experiences. It's all subjective. Yeah, like it's raining outside. Oh God, I can't go to the picnic. I hate the rain. And the farmer, finally, after 40 days, there's some rain, and the fruits and the vegetables and the grains can grow. So our experiences are very subjective. And to go back, yeah, with pranayama, we can detach from the outside. We can withdraw the senses from the objects of the senses. We can draw back. Yeah, like a turtle draws back its limbs when it gets attacked. So we can also, when we see material disturbances, we go inside. Pratyahara, yeah, is called to withdraw the senses of the objects. Because we make our idols, yeah, our place of worship, yeah, we make the objects of consciousness, the camera, the nice food. Yeah, we think this is our source of pleasure, but actually the source of pleasure is to be conscious itself, to be within. Yeah, pratyahara, to withdraw, and then we can enter into dharana. I will speak about dharana later again. Means concentration. Concentration, one pointed focus. If we can focus for 12 seconds, like I mentioned, we enter into dharana. Then from dharana concentration comes meditation, dhyana. We're still at the 8 limbs of yoga, don't forget. The practice I will show you today will exactly work with this state of dharana, 12 seconds of focus. It's very difficult. Okay, for 12 seconds now, I will count. From now, you just focus, don't think anything. So how was it? Could you just focus? Or was the monkey mind already working again? If we can maintain this state, 12 seconds, yeah, times 12, 144 seconds, I think 2 minutes, 24, something like that, 28. If you can hold this state of focus, which we try to do later, yeah, you enter into meditation, dhyana. Yeah, meditation is not forceful. Yeah, dharana is still you focus. Yeah, you use your awareness and you focus and you sit. But dhyana meditation is more passive. It just happens. You enter into a deep state. When you enter into this deep state of meditation, yeah, this 12 times 12 seconds, 144 seconds. For another times 12 is 1728 seconds, which equals about 28 minutes. Yeah, if you can hold this state of meditation for only 28 minutes, and now these people meditate for hours and hours, but nobody reached samadhi. Yeah, but in 28 minutes only, yeah, you can enter into samadhi. But we are so conditioned, and it will be very difficult. And samadhi, we have 8 limbs of yoga. Yeah, we have like a ladder we climb up. 1, 2. Yamas, niyamas, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, 8, yeah. But is 8 the destination? Yeah? Samadhi, transcendence, yeah. Immerse with everything, be fully enlightened. It's only the 8th limb. But when you go on a ladder, you don't stop at the 8th ladder, yeah, right? You want to step above. You want to reach the destination, yeah. You climb up the ladder to reach somewhere. And this is Kevala, to really realize actually who you are. You're not the body, you're not the mind. You have nothing to do with this material realm. You're the spiritual soul, coming from the spiritual kingdom, the kingdom of God, not just in the outside, in the heaven, within. Now, this is the path of yoga, to gradually realize who you are. So how can we combine this now with more modern science, more neuroscience? Um, yes, the Beyond method. The method I created, I learned it 2 years ago in Switzerland, Davos, from a lady. And she told me the basic, to use your senses, to use your awareness to go into deep state of healing, focused meditation. I expanded it a little bit and put my own understanding and practice into it, especially to connect this to go into abundance. Yeah. What you're gonna do now, I will explain it first to understand deeply the practice, and then I will guide you just 5 minutes into deep state of meditation, and then you can enter into abundance. After that, we do a 5 minutes abundance meditation, and you can really feel how it feels to be fulfilled, to be in flow, to be happy, to really be the best version of yourself. If you learn to do this on a daily basis, you can do it in just 2-3 minutes, 1 minute, 1 second, while driving a car. Yeah. So the Beyond method, before I called it the focus method, the flow state method, but now I thought it's Beyond because it helps us really to go beyond. Yeah. And it's also the theme of my podcast, my school community, Flow Beyond. Yeah, it's nice to be in flow, but what's beyond the flow? The spiritual flow, to go even deeper than the flow state. And when we do the practice later, usually I look in someone's eyes. You can just focus on the point between my eyebrows. I focus on the camera. You can put even a candle. You can focus on the corner of a computer. Just it helps a lot if the object you focus on is not too far away, that you a little bit closer. Otherwise, the mind spaces out and you see everything in the room. Yeah. And the focus will help us to be fully present. Like I mentioned, 12 seconds is enough. The rest of the practice just supports the focus. If you can focus, you don't need to do the rest. Yeah. If you can really focus and enter into focus, dharana, concentration, and later into meditation, you don't need to do the rest. You're already almost self-realized. You don't need to listen, you can just turn it off right now. But if you have a hard time to just focus for 12 seconds, want to speak for meditate for 28 minutes, then please continue, because what I show you now, it's unheard of, unseen. I only saw 2 people commenting on my YouTube videos, hey, I know this practice from the yoga science, but I never saw it anywhere. Okay, let's get into it. Expand your vision to the sides, You focus, and then I will ask you, use your peripheral. Expand your vision. Why? If you see the room and you keep the focus, you just read the room. See as far as you can. What will happen is you tap deeply into the parasympathetic nervous system. If you can't sleep, for example, then just look to your right or to your left for maybe 1 minute, and you will see you will get tired. Or use your peripheral. We're not used to that. To look up, look down, look to the sides, keep the focus. It really calms down the nervous system. Then we listen to the sounds. You hear all the fine tunes, the ventilation in the toilet, the rain outside, the birds, your heartbeat, the sound of the computer, the microphone, whatever, or the stillness. Because we never really listened. Or did you ever just listen to all the sounds? And this helps you to tap deeply into awareness. It activates real focus, clarity, and awareness. And then we use our breath. We listen to the breath and we feel the breath. And the breath and the mind are connected. So we can control our mind, our thoughts, be one-pointed and just breathe. And then we feel the body, the weight of the body, the tissues, the bones, the muscles, the cells. Then you will be fully embodied. Then you use your senses, you use your body to enter fully into the present moments, to flow beyond. Then after that, we'll take about 5 minutes. We close the eyes. And then I will guide you into a deep state of abundance. And it's very simple. And if you experience this today, you will want this state all the time. I guarantee. Because it's a state of bliss. And it's so simple. And I could do now a 90 minutes yoga session with you, 60 minutes of breathwork and meditation, or just give you the same experience in just 5 to 10 minutes. And yeah, how is it connected to the neuroscience? So we have the prefrontal cortex. Through this practice, to the focus and all the senses we use, we light up the prefrontal cortex. And this will help us to really center our awareness, to really open up for deep focus. The default mode network will decrease, will go on silent mode, means default mode, I mean the mind, the mental chatter, the monkey mind. What about this? What about that? I need to call him. Oh, I forgot about that. I need to brush my teeth. I need to eat. I need to go this way, that way. YouTube, Facebook, social media. Constant chatter of the mind will decrease. Peace. The ego dissolves. The past and the future, we call it transient hypofrontality in the neuroscience. I'm not a scientist, I'm just showing my knowledge here. But it's nice to understand a little bit, if you talk to some high-class people or people who know about this stuff, they're impressed because, hey, wow, that makes sense, I studied this. This guy knows what he's talking about. I can talk about the spiritual side and the yogic texts, but understanding a little bit neuroscience, it's a really great tool to help people to accept this knowledge, because we want science nowadays. We don't believe in woohoo and everything. So what happens then is that we get free from this identification of I and mine, my desires, my traumas, and you enter into the present moment. And this is where flow begins. And when we enter this moment, then we close the eyes and we go deep into abundance. There's different brainwaves, usually during the day. We work, we engage with the world, we drive a car, we think, we cook. Beta brainwaves, 13 to 30 hertz. It's the awakened state. And all of us are in this state. And there's different layers, depends how old you are and how much engaged you are with the outside world. To go into a more meditative state would need the alpha brainwaves from 8 to 13 hertz, which is more calm, light, meditative. You can achieve this state by closing your eyes and focusing on your inner eye, bringing the awareness a little bit more up. Immediately you drop down into the alpha state, or hypnotherapists, they tell you look up for 3 breaths and then close your eyes because they want to bring you into the deeper states. Or also by using your eyes, looking to the sides, focusing on the breath, calming down, goes into alpha. Or when you close your eyes, when you're in bed, you enter into the alpha state. Then 4 to 8 hertz, 8 to 13 hertz, alpha. Then we go into theta, 4 to 8 hertz. And that is more deep meditation, where you can really create, where we can use our intuition. This is where we want to bring you now. First alpha state, then theta. Then we have also delta and gamma. Delta would be, I think, was 1 hertz to 4 hertz or 0.5. And delta would be deep sleep. Then sleep, we think, such a nice dream, such a nice sleep. But actually, real rejuvenating sleep means no dreams. And we dream a lot when we eat too much, when we eat the wrong things, when digestion is activated, because we digest most of our things in night when we sleep. Our thoughts, our feelings, our food. Deep sleep also, if we watch movies in the night, it will all. If we had a fight with someone, all these things happening during the day, if we can't turn off the mind, we will reproduce thoughts and images and impressions in our sleep. But so deep sleep. And then the gamma waves, I can't remember, gamma waves is higher again. If beta would go till 30, then above that would be gamma, maybe 30 to 100. Long time when I read this. And gamma waves is even deeper. I will not go into this topic now, but this is just an overview that we can a little bit science-packed understand how this practice actually works. And I myself, I practice breathwork and pranayama now since 2006. 2015. I started this journey in 2006 where I started with breathing and alternate nostril breathing, heart chakra meditations. But it was not so deep. Yeah, it was. I tried many things, but then I met a friend of mine who I thought was a qualified yoga teacher and pranayama. So he introduced me to all these things, and I watched a few YouTube videos. So this is how it started, and I practiced for many years, and then only 2019 I did my course. 2020, yeah, finished my course, my breathwork. So now I'm a breathwork instructor since 5 years. Only then I learned it's not about only the strong breathing techniques. Yeah, breathwork, pranayama. It's not just about feeling good. It's about going deep, slowing down the mind, slowing down the breath, and really realize the Atman, the soul within. So that was quite a journey. Yeah, and I remember since I think 5 years I was doing completely wrong breathing. I started because of energy, digestion, and my snoring. But yeah, if you need to learn from a proper source, there's many videos and you can start somewhere and better than nothing. But to go really deep, it's good to really have a teacher, someone who guides you into all these various practices, because a teacher can see if you do it properly, what is beneficial for you, how to apply it, how to use it. Yeah, so I'm very grateful to all. I had a few teachers, an Ayurvedic teacher, a yoga teacher, and so I got qualified as a breathwork coach. And then I started my breathwork journey more deeply and I started teaching. And this is where the magic happened. All of a sudden I could see, wow, I can't just, it's not just myself anymore. I can guide people into a very deep state of meditation by using their breath. And everyone who did these meditations with me, the breathwork, I never heard a negative feedback. Yeah. Everyone, I don't want to promote myself here now, but because I practice it myself since so many years, I know exactly how to help you to go much deeper by using your breath. And a good session to go very deep takes at least 90 minutes. I can bring you deep in 30 minutes, 60 minutes, but 90 minutes, you'll be mind blown. Your whole worldview will change. Money back guarantee, yeah. But with this beyond method, I can bring you there even in 1 minute, 2 minutes. So that's why I'm telling you this today. And if you made it that far, then I promise you it becomes even better, it goes even deeper. I'm giving this all for free. You can work with me, yeah, on a one-to-one basis. You can join my school community where we have weekly Zoom sessions where we come together. You can watch my videos on YouTube, yeah. You can pay lots of money to get my courses and to work with me. But I give you everything for free. Yeah. I don't want your money. I just want to help you. I want to give something back because what I experience in my life, it's mind blowing. Yeah. I'm in love with myself, with my body, with my family, with my friends, with my work. Yeah. I love my work. I love being on this planet. Many years ago when I was a monk, I thought like, I hate my body. I hate this world. I want to go to the spiritual realm. But the spiritual realm, if you don't become God conscious within now and you die, then when not just someone comes and takes your hand and okay, now come to the heaven, the kingdom of God, yeah? Or even Jesus, he came to take away our sins. Does it mean it's enough to believe in Jesus and don't work on yourself? Yeah? If you read carefully the Bible, I mean, there are many translations and many commentaries and explanations, yeah. But you can see, if you follow my path and if you follow the commandments, yeah, then you will see. And this is very difficult because many people speak about it and they think, I can do what I want because Jesus died for my sins. Today is actually Good Friday. Interesting talking about this topic. I also upload the podcast on the day. I didn't had anyone for this week, so I thought like I will just do my own thing. So it's Good Friday, yeah. Jesus died on the cross. Did he really die? Can a God-conscious person like him really die? There will be another video for another day. So, yeah, I'm honest, I lost my chain of thought, but that's fine. Yeah, sin. So, we have to do some work. Yeah? If we slaughter animals, if we kill other people, if we lie, if we betray, if we do whatever we want, and we think someone else died for our sins. In my tradition, we have the similar thing. We think by chanting the holy names, yeah, we get purified, and we can do more sins. It's an offense, and we lose the taste in chanting, because the sins will go away, yes, but then we have to change. We have to work on ourselves. So that's why I'm here. I want to help you to work on yourself. I can see it for myself. If I really understand I'm on a spiritual path, on a journey, and I go deeper day by day, and I really work on myself in all kinds of areas, everything becomes auspicious. Then you attract God's mercy. Yeah. Then Jesus will be in your life. He will guide you. Krishna will be here. Whoever is your source of inspiration, your connection to divinity. Yeah. You will get all the blessings, all the mercy. Everything is already there. We don't need to look in the outside. Yeah? And then you will have a spiritual world. We call it Vaikuntha. Yeah? Kunta means fear, anxiety. A world free of fear and anxiety. So, let's get to the practical part. Just sit comfortably. Take off my glasses. By the way, you will find this video also. I posted it many times on my channel. The recent one got even over 1,000 views, but somehow I really want to get this knowledge out to the world. Yeah. I really hope whoever sees this and practice this meditation with me now shares it with the world, at least with one other person, and tell this person, please share it. If we can reach 100 people practicing this right now, the world will be a better place. From 8 billion people, I think it only needs 8,000, can't remember, 1% or something. Yeah, if they would meditate the same time about love, peace, gratitude, about harmony, the whole world would change. Only 8,000 people. Okay, super excited. I bring you now, I hope, into a state of true fulfillment, joy, and presence. So all you have to do, focus on the point between my eyebrows or any other point. Relax your body, keep your spine straight, gentle smile on your lips, and just focus on the point, the inner eye, the third eye. If thoughts are coming, just bring the awareness back to the focus. Now use your peripheral vision, expand. Observe the room, open your eyes, but keep the focus. Whatever I tell you now, always keep the focus and add the next practice. What can you see? Describe it to yourself. Focus, expand your vision, and now listen deeply, listen like never before to all the sounds. Can you hear the wind outside, the rain, the animals, maybe your neighbors, your heartbeat, or just listen to the stillness. Keep the vision expanded, focus and listen. Listen to your breathing. Breathe in and out from the belly only, gently controlled, and keep the focus, expand the vision, listen and breathe. And now feel your body. Feel the weight on your shoulders, your sitting muscles, your legs, feet, the arms and the hands, your neck, your head. Feel your face. Feel the heaviness of the body, your muscles, your bones, joints, tissues, and even the cells. Feel your cells. Expand your awareness and keep the focus. Expand your vision. Listen and breathe. And feel the body. Maybe you realize all of a sudden there's no past, no future, no thinking, as long as you hold the focus. Just a deep state of presence and flow. Relax your body. Body becomes light. Disengage your senses and just keep the focus. And now close your eyes. And just relax your body. Feel your body. Look within. See all the colors. Just observe yourself from within. You can even realize and see you're not the body, you're not the mind, you're the spirit within. And focus on your third eye, your inner eye. Look within yourself, like in front of you, but you use your third eye. And now see yourself the way you are right now. The same dress, the same hairstyle. Just look at yourself. How do you look? Like you're an outsider now and you just observe yourself. How do you feel about yourself? Do you look happy or depressed? Full of joy and gratitude, dissatisfied? Are you stressed and anxiety or peaceful and calm? Just observe yourself. More like a loving friend than a judging parent. And how do you feel? And if you look at yourself, how would the best version of you look like? How would you stand? How would you smile? Your posture? Which clothes would you wear? Your hairstyle? Just look at yourself. How would you look like, fully healthy, abundant, fulfilled, feeling safe and in harmony? Just look at the highest version of yourself. And maybe there's one desire in your life, and it should be, for the sake of this meditation, something material you desire. A new car, or a jacket, or something even smaller, relationship, a holiday, whatever it is. We're using now this desire that will bring you out of lack and bring you into fulfillment. Sitting there and your desire right in front of you, and you see yourself experiencing the outcome of your desire. Let's say it's a car. And you see yourself sitting in the car, being happy, fulfilled, smiling, driving your boy or girlfriend around. Are you helping other people benefit from your outcome? Just look at yourself, your desire fulfilled. And now step into that version of yourself and let the other version with the desired outcome step into you at the same time. And allow yourself to feel how it feels, the desire fulfilled. How does the car feel like? Finally can travel, full of joy and peace. Don't need to look for anything anymore. Just how does this outcome feel to you? Allow your body to feel. You can even use your senses if you like. Allow your body to feel the ecstasy and the bliss. And now feel gratitude. Be grateful and appreciate this moment. Because time is just an idea. There's time and space. But you only live in the now. So whatever experience, the feeling now is real. It's not imagination. It's not just visualization. You experience the joy. You can just go there. By using your desires, you can enter into the now, feeling fulfilled. Open your heart for gratitude and appreciation, and feel it with your body. And 3 times say with all your heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. And my own personal prayer is, I hand it over to God. If this is meant for me, if this helps me in my spiritual journey, if I can serve with my desire other people, other living beings, then so be it. Or if there's something else or better, or if this is not meant for me, I'm okay with it. Because at the end, it's not about this material fulfillment. It's all about being connected with divinity, in joy, bliss, and harmony. Thank you. And slowly, gently open your eyes. Whew, I got quite hot in the sports car. I'm not teaching here, get what you want, desire everything, and it's more about using your desire. Because your mind and your body, they don't know what is real and what is just in your brain, in your thoughts. You can only change if your body believes it. Yeah? If you think about something, the sports car would be so nice, but you don't feel it, you will not change. What I mean by change is your whole neurochemistry, your brain cells, everything will change if you change. It's not that someone comes and gives you a sports car, or whatever is your desire. Maybe, but it's more like you will change from the inside. Your frequency will change, means the frequency in the outside will respond, because everything is connected by vibration, by frequency, by energy. So when you change your whole chemistry, your frequency, you will attract different people. You will go to different places. I saw it by myself. I did a video where I did this meditation, and from that video I got 2 clients and 1 person helping me with my website for free. So, I mean, on many occasions, you want to buy something, you think about it, you visualize it, you go there, you buy it. But there's a difference between working hard and get something or just try to go inside. It's not that I'm working hard. I work very hard, but I have my desire, I'm aligned with it, and I feel the outcome. I don't need to wait for the YouTube channel to blow up and be successful, because I already felt how it would feel to have 1 million followers, to can really help people to stay on stage and make the world a better place. I went into this feeling and I could really feel it in the now, experience in the now. And then all of a sudden you get more inspiration, enthusiastic, you think different thoughts, you will see different things. If I tell you now today, go out on the street and look for blue sports cars. Sports cars. And you all of a sudden you will see blue sports cars. Depends where you are. But because you look for them. When I bought my Opel Astra, now I see this car everywhere. Before I never paid attention because I changed my frequency. So whatever you change, the feeling, the thinking and the feeling, when it comes together, it's like an atomic explosion. And the field in the outside will respond. God will send you exactly what you need. But if you don't ask, if you don't need anything, many people ask, what do you want? What is your biggest desire? Then most people say, I don't know. Then things will come to you, what is meant for you, your karma, your destiny. But your karma you can change right now. You can't change what will already come from the past. But you can change your actions, you can change. Because karma is not something in the outside. Karma is your mindset. Karma happens from within. And if you change, everything else will change. If you want to heal, you not visualize because you want healing. You change your perception of yourself to be healthy, and healing will happen. From the inside, from the outside. I guarantee you will meet different people. People will respond differently. Okay, this was lots of talk now. Yoga science, mindset, breathwork, neuroscience. But using this is old wisdom from ancient texts, and people knew this before. Nowadays, call it the demons, the elite, the Illuminati, whatever you want. I don't care. But there are people there making a ton of money, keeping us controlled, thinking that we are so small, tiny, unwanted, have nothing to say. Yeah? Keep us in the illusion of ourselves, thinking that we are this body, that we have to be the best, that we have to have the best house and car and girlfriend to be successful, polishing our ego. But when we realize, hey, wait a minute, I'm divine, I'm part and parcel of God, who is the richest, the most beautiful, the most amazing, I'm part of this. All of a sudden you change, you step out of the matrix. And there are people in this world who don't want this. But if we just enter into the flow, enter into the present moment, you will be free. And the kingdom of God, the spiritual world, will manifest from within. And it's so simple, you might miss it. It's right in front of us. So from the bottom of my heart, I really hope this could help you. I really wish you all the best in your spiritual journey. I hope to see you in any way, maybe online, on a retreat, in person. You can reach out to me. I leave the link to join my school community in the pinned comment below. In the school community, you can just sign in, then you get an automatical email, or you book an appointment. Just check out my description, everything will be there. And we can talk. I'll give you half an hour of my time and figure out in any way, maybe I can help you, or you can help me. We can build something beautiful together. I appreciate your time. If you made it so far, I planned this video to make it maybe 30-40 minutes, but it's a topic I can talk till tomorrow. And I wish you really all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned. Next week also I have a very special guest, and I'm super excited to share with you whatever will come out of all these podcasts, and see you in the future. Namaste. Om Tat Sat.